Hi guys, welcome to our second ever updates video. It's been a long time coming for many things, but today I am joined with Orion and
Hello.
Zangusu.
Hello.
Today we are going to be talking about some things, some thoughts, some things and thoughts. We've had
Feelings?
feelings, we have a lot of them. Some of which were why it's been so long since we put anything out, but we'll get into that.
Sorry about that.
It's not my
Uh,
fault.
It's not Zangusu's fault. Zangusu is actually
I
the only
cannot
reason
be
we're
blamed.
here, because Zangusu has helped us so much in the past couple months. 2024 has been a trying year for a lot of things. Some personal. I did recently move to live on my own, kinda. That took up the end of the year, but before that, a lot of mental issues were happening. Uh, trying to figure out how to say this without sounding too sappy. When you get burned out, you get sad. And when you get burned out, I was not super confident in my work for a long time. Uh, we had some team changes. How do we want to go about this?
The roster has been reorganized.
Yeah, so basically, the gist of 2024, we released Chapter 17 back in April, I believe, or May. Um, we had already been preparing Interlude 3 for a long time, but it had gone through so many rewrites that it kind of got to the point to where we were lacking. We kind of lost confidence in the writing of that build entirely. I remember I ended up moving, so like that got pushed back for a bit. Um, the summer came and gone as quickly as it does, and it was about September. No, I think it was July or August where we announced that we were going to release it. I think we did post the promo image previously in August, but like even then we weren't confident in what we had made, so we decided to put that like on the side, and we decided to try and do the Halloween update as kind of like a thing to like kind of like clear our minds a little bit. That was a very last minute build from us. We got that out, but unfortunately, around the same time, our previous editor stepped away from the project. So that meant that we had to take the next couple of months to find a new editor. And after, I think it was in December, like a couple months later, we ended up finding Zangusu, who was already a really
I have been
close friend of
found.
us. Yes, you have been found.
Hooray.
He was already a close friend of ours anyway.
He's been basically like an advisor for a long time because I trust his judgment when it comes to writing things. He always challenges me in really interesting ways, which I kind of needed. I was kind of like putting myself in a box. I think my writing was like getting a little bit stunted. I was getting a little too like scared to really try anything new. And Zangusu gave me a knife, and he really wants me to use it.
Yeah, you should.
I don't know if I'll use it yet.
Don't use the knife. No.
Yeah, but this is our good buddy Zangusu. He is our new editor going forward for the foreseeable future.
Mm-hmm.
But because we hired a new editor, that meant we had to catch him up. I mean, he's already read Remember the Flowers before, but it's been so long that we had to all together go back and reread most of it to catch up on everything and get
We had to
Zangusu.
remember the flowers?
We sure did.
Chapter 2 might be hated.
That that took about a month or so, I believe. Just like reading a chapter per day. I don't even think we got through the entirety of it. But we got
I
the
got
most
through
of
it on my own.
Oh, you finished it? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I think we
I
got
am
to
onboarded.
Okay.
Yes.
So once that went down, Zangusu, we gave Zangusu what we at the moment had for Interlude 3, and he had lots of ideas, and ultimately we ended up having to completely restructure what was already there and build on top of it, which also meant we had to split it into two things.
Yeah, I think even in our Patreon Discord, we like tease like this is going to be a really long build. And then about 3/4 of the way of developing this interlude, Zangusu had the idea, it's like, I think you should split this in half. It would end on a stronger note for the story beats that you're hitting if we end it here being the point that we decided to end on. And I was like, I think you make a good point. So we technically have the next script ready, and then we're working on the next script at the same time while we're coding, putting all the sprites in, putting all the assets in. We've been burned before by announcing or even teasing a release date. So it's soon, TM, but
TBD.
TBD, ETA unknown, but it is happening. We also just want to express our gratitude for y'all's patience. Like, I never expected any build to take this long, and y'all have been just like super supportive, and we do appreciate it a lot.
Yeah. Like Jericho said, the script for this build that is going to come out very soon is complete. It just needs like some sprite assets, possibly a CG. The CGs that we had originally prepared were for like the second half of Interlude 3 exclusively, but because we've split Interlude 3 into 2 parts, that means all those CGs are not going to be until the next build. So we're going to try to get a CG for this build, if not, hopefully at least for the public version, but we will see. My hope is I'm shooting for April. I'm shooting for April release. I'm not going to give a specific day. I'm just going to say April.
April 7th at
No.
2 p.m. 2:15 p.m.
Zan,
April 7th.
I'm literally going to be at TFF on April 7th.
April 17th.
April 17th?
No.
April.
It's coming in April.
37th.
No dates, never.
We are the most confident we've ever been of this build.
Yeah.
Now, like, oh god, like rereading like the early scripts, it was a build, it was writing, but rereading it, I was like, I'm not having good thoughts about it.
Well, it's like I said earlier, it has gone through so many rewrites. Because the original script for this build was written all the way back in September 2023.
God, really?
Yeah.
God, at the time, like, it flies.
And at the time we were still working on chapter 17, so it was like it just kind of like we had it, and then we let it sit on the back burner for a while, and then we had to revisit it like last summer, and we just kept going through it and making sure everything was good. But even then, it was still kind of like, I don't know. Maybe we just have to release it. I don't know.
Now that we're at the halfway point, this is like we have to lock in a lot of things.
Yeah.
Zangusu kind of just sat us down gently and was like, okay, babies, you have your arcs, and now you need to end them. You need to finish them. You need to bring them to completion. And I'm like, I've never done that before.
Writing is hard. I think I've said this in like every video that we've ever been interviewed in, at least like the past couple of years. I was like, me and Jericho have never claimed to be master storytellers. We're doing our best, but we are way more confident with Zan with us now.
He's been really supportive. He's like caught on to how we like do things like almost immediately. It feels like he's been here a lot longer than he already has. So we really do appreciate you being here, Zan.
Yes.
Yay.
Yes, thank God.
Yay.
Thank God.
Yeah,
Hold our hands.
I have a decent amount of years spent just consuming writing craft, novels and lectures and all that sort of stuff. So when it comes to developmental editing and character arcs and all that sort of stuff, I'm pretty confident, at least in this regard.
I was gonna say, I feel like furry visual novels are like a whole other ball game compared to like a novel.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
Like I had to reorient my brain entirely. Just even, it's hard writing something that the visuals are on screen because you don't have to write as much.
Yeah, a lot of the technical aspects of writing change between a novel and a visual novel, but you still get like the character arcs and all that sort of stuff, setting up payoffs.
This next build, with Zang's help, it's like I'm so excited for this next build to drop. I'm so excited.
Yeah. So
I am also excited.
I'm excited for you, Zan.
I'm excited for everyone.
Oh crap! I forgot what I was gonna say.
Ooh, cut
We
that out.
with Zangusu here now. He's also not only has he helped us figure out this build and the next build, but he's also helped us better plan out future character development and any story development. He's helped us figure out a shit ton of it. So I'm gonna hope. I'm not gonna. I'll never say anything explicitly, but I'm just gonna say that I am hoping that there will be more releases this year.
Yeah,
We are,
like I said,
we are
we shot
very aware.
ourselves in the feet with a machine gun multiple times, trying to push a build or even just like tease an upcoming build. We're gonna try and like get back in the short story angle as well. If we can like tell an upcoming build is gonna take a little while, we'll try and do that. But I mean, I think it's pretty obvious to say monthly builds probably won't happen again.
Oh no.
It's just not feasible anymore.
It's never happening.
I don't. Some people have even asked me recently, like, how did you ever do that? And I'm like, honestly, I don't know, and I probably shouldn't have done it. It probably wasn't healthy to do it that way for the longest time.
I mean,
Yeah,
the story was a lot smaller back then. So
Yeah.
you didn't need as many new assets and stuff.
I was gonna say that there's so many moving parts to the story now at this point, at this word count.
Yeah.
That takes a lot more planning to use all the threads that have been put in there from the start.
It's scary.
How many words do we have?
Last time I counted, I think we're at 220k.
Oh,
Yeah.
so many words.
And this is part 2 of the story.
Yeah.
It is gonna be at least like for the next 3 or 4 releases, it's gonna be Cooper centric, which I know everybody's excited for. I know everybody wants that. As far as
We
I could
love
tell.
Cooper.
Cooper's fun. So I hope everyone's excited for that. I'm sorry to say, everyone won't get to see like Axel and Cyrus for a hot minute. But you know, they're doing stuff. You'll see them someday.
Fine,
They're coming.
They're on a time skip. It's fine.
It's it's gonna be okay. As Jericho said, we are going to try to return to the short stories. We definitely wanted to release a lot more last year, but you know, things change. There's still 2 that are written that we'll probably reevaluate with Zan
Mm-hmm.
and get those released this year. In the middle of doing these builds. Also going forward, we're going to start updating the Patreon with like devlogs, letting everyone know what we're up to. Previously, it was only exclusively to Discord, but not everyone. But I understand not everyone uses Discord, so we'll probably go back to putting just general updates in Patreon.
Yeah, that'll be like the quote-unquote monthly stuff. I'm sorry, I'm sick.
Oh my god, I'm sick too.
I love being
I'm
sick
not
together.
We're all sick, by the way, not Zan though.
You guys are gonna get me sick.
Ooh.
I'm gonna cough on you, huh?
Yeah.
Don't cough on me.
I'm sorry. Might happen.
But we felt like it was necessary to put something out. We almost like tinkered with the idea of putting an update out after the next build, but I think we were like, we should probably put something out.
Right. I'm trying to think. Was there anything else we didn't mention?
Well, now it's the banter section.
Yeah, this is the
Well,
banter section.
do we want to show?
We got a banter.
Something?
Oh, that's right.
Do we want to show something?
Do we want to show something?
Dude,
Do you
I
want to show
forgot.
something?
Nudging and
Yeah. Now, okay. So since I said that the interlude had to be split into 2 this time, that means the previous promo only applies to the next chapter and not the current build. So we had to get another promo. Let me find that promo real quick. I'm just gonna drag it over here on screen real quick.
oh
Oh
my
my
god.
goodness.
Oh my god, who is that?
Is that our
There
good,
he is.
Is that our good boy? I love him so much. Actually, let me do full screen real quick. There we go. Oh crap. hold on, the promo's on top. Okay, there we go.
You messed it all up.
It's fine. It's fine.
We got to reshoot the video now.
Alrighty. Take 2, everybody.
This is like take 20 by this point, huh?
Honestly,
We had to ask Madcap Ian to make a new promo, which he happily did. He loves doing promos for RTF. So this is
really
this is the new promo for Interlude 3. It's our boy brooding on a rooftop. I'm not going to give any context. You will see that in the build itself.
for real this time.
I'm going to hide. I'm going to hide this because I don't like him covering me up.
You don't want him to cover you
I
up?
miss him.
No, not anymore. You can stay.
I want him to. Never mind. What?
Ooh.
So we
Oh my
are excited.
goodness.
We are excited.
Let's see what else do I want to talk about. I'm very happy that everyone is starting to receive their Axel plushie.
Yeah, I got mine the other day.
So everyone's been getting. I'm like, so after so long, he's finally
felt-
made his way home.
It felt so fitting for like we were having a delay in our builds, and then it's like, oh yeah, the Axel plushie is gonna be delayed. Like that's fine. We're delayed too. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, everyone. I kept seeing a bunch of people every now and then on Discord being like, they're gonna wait to drop the build whenever Axel comes out.
I promise that wasn't the case.
Nope, Axel's not even in this build, so it wouldn't matter.
I miss him.
I think everyone misses Axel.
I'm gonna be
plushie's still
hosting a
on the
panel
way.
at FWA.
Oh, that's right. Jericho's having hosting a panel again.
Is it Thursday the 8th? Is that the 8th? That's the first day of FWA.
I mean, I gotta check my calendar.
It'll be Thursday. We can edit that in post. We'll put it right on screen. I don't even know if I have a room number yet.
Yeah, it's gonna be May 8th.
5:30 p.m.
Insane.
I can't believe, like,
Insane.
because last year they were like, this doesn't really seem like something we like. It doesn't fit our vibe. And I'm like, okay. So this year I'm like, oh, I got a panel literally Thursday night at 5:30. I'm like, okay. So I gotta do that, and then we're gonna run to the aquarium.
Thursday is not the day that I want to be having to do things. And yet here, actually, I'm not even gonna be at the panel, but you know, it's all.
What?
You're not gonna be at the panel.
Dude, I'm
You're
going.
literally
I
at the panel.
will attend the panel, but I'm not gonna be on the panel.
No, you don't need to
You
be
gotta
on
you
the
gotta
panel.
point him out. You're like,
I will point it
see
like,
that guy right there?
That's
That's
my
Orion.
bestie.
That's what he
Everyone look
did.
at him.
That's what he did last time.
No, I didn't. Did I really? That's
did.
funny.
He's
Funny.
right. I was like in the very back corner. You pointed me out.
The lights dim. A spotlight from above comes down on Orion.
No,
Lights,
please. Not like this, man.
Not sure if I'm gonna have a guest or not. It's kind of an awkward time for anybody. I'm literally gonna land by like 2. We're gonna hang out for a couple hours, and then we're gonna rush down to the panel, and then rush down to the aquarium.
I didn't even know people did panels on Thursday for like cons. Because like,
See, I put it there just like as like a Hail Mary. It's like, okay, maybe I'll get it because no one else is gonna apply, and sure enough.
Thursday is like my find my homies and chill for the rest of the day. Not attend a panel at whatever. I don't know.
Are you gonna
That's
record
weird.
it? You should record the panel.
That's what Orion's gonna help me do. He's gonna record it.
I don't
Oh,
wanna
good
record.
boy,
I hate
Orion.
recording.
Orion's such a good boy.
No, last time I recorded, I had to bring the whole like.
You brought a tripod and your phone.
I had to mail back the tripod because it couldn't fit in my my bag anymore because I had bought so much bullcrap from the con.
I'll take it home. Don't worry.
Ugh, I don't like recording.
It's fine. It's
I
fine.
gotta focus on things, man. I just want to chill on Thursday.
It'll be fun.
We gotta find our roomies and stuff.
It's true. We are gonna find our roomies.
Yeah. Is there anything else? Anything RTF related that I'm forgetting?
I'm trying to think. I think we covered everything. Apologies for the delay. Our plans going forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much everything.
Well, I want to. Let's see. Zengusu, do you have anything?
He's currently highlighting all over our document.
I can see that right now.
Ooh, the dev editing log, the forbidden document.
Don't go on there. It's hidden. It's secret. It's called the
Keep it
secret
secret.
lores.
Keep it safe.
Shout out to the time I like took a screenshot of like, look, here's the progress of the build, and it had like the link in it, and it's like like if anyone has a link in it, they can
Oh, God.
access it. I had somebody message me like, hey, so your link is like showing the script. And I'm like, I had to delete it.
Jericho.
Awkward.
It's
Awkward
fine.
turtle.
I've messed up.
That was an
I've
awkward
messed up
turtle.
twice. Remember?
What have you done? What's the tea?
Do you remember what I did? You don't remember?
I do remember that actually.
I accidentally. It was a long time. I think it was build 15.
You had
No,
like the
no. It was
Wait.
build. I released a build chapter 14, but I accidentally left the script file for chapter 15 in there.
Yeah.
I don't think it was playable, but it was like you could open it and read the
You could
script
open it and read it.
But then I did that
I think
again. I did that again for a later build.
You're crazy.
But I mean, only a very few people downloaded it before I noticed it, so I like deleted it immediately. So I don't even think those people noticed or realized it. Maybe.
No.
They never said anything. Just be careful what you're doing. Stares at myself.
It's hard to make visual
Looking in the
novels.
mirror. Yeah. Something else. Is there anything else that I'm missing?
Zan, do you have anything you want to say?
Yeah.
No.
Let's turn this into a
Okay, you're
little Zangusu powwow.
No.
Since
true.
you're a new member of the team and you like furry
Yes.
fans,
Breaker.
tell us
do.
about
What's your favorite furry visual novel?
Yeah. Tell us right
I like every furry visual novel.
That is not
equally.
true.
And They're
Okay.
all my favorite. Every single one of them.
All right, Zan. Tell us
My favorite furry visual novel is Remember the Flowers.
No.
Oh.
No. Tell us
that's a cop-out.
tell us the furry VN that got you into furry VNs.
The furry VN that got me into furry VNs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably Ad Astra, but
Yeah.
I knew it. Frickin' knew it.
I did play more Natsu back in the day, back when you had to
that's
like
right.
swap your computer's time to Japan time, or it wouldn't
That's
run the
right.
game.
I had a Mac, so I had to get like a wine bottler to figure out how to get more Natsu on my old ass MacBook.
What the hell?
It was an ordeal, but I wanted to try it.
It's still an ordeal. Very recently, I tried to get more Natsu working on my computer and I couldn't do it.
More Natsu is not.
Is there
very
like a new
optimized.
version?
There's a remake.
Someone, like a fan remade more Natsu, I think. More Natsu Revisited. But I don't
The
know.
Torihiko route
Oh, God.
finally.
Oh, you
Completed.
will never get a Torihiko route.
Yeah.
So unfortunate.
It's okay.
So unfortunate.
Well, I'm glad we could share our love for Ad Astra together.
It was at Astra like 4 years ago, and then
Yeah.
me, like everyone else, was obsessed. I was like, oh man, I need to write. I need to figure out how to do something like that. I want
Yeah.
people to cry. Ha ha ha. And then
Yay.
I wrote a script, and oh my gosh, writing is so hard. So I spent like 3 years just consuming everything I could on like how to write. What do you need to do to set up scenes, to set up character arcs, to do all that sort of stuff.
Right. Because I was gonna ask, were you, whenever you read Ad Astra, were you versed in the writing world yet, or were you still baby?
I mean, I'm a big media consumer.
Yeah,
I love
fair.
books. I love movies. But I wasn't really. I never really thought about writing critically at that time.
Right.
Prior to it, and then I tried to write my own thing. I was like, wow, turns out it's really hard. I'm an
Writing's
artist
hard.
before that, so I've been drawing for like 10 years or whatever. So I understand when you're learning a new craft, there's a bit of like a Dunning-Kruger situation where you don't know how hard it's going to be until you start to fail at it, and you're like, oh man, the mountain goes up so far. And you have to
Had
climb it.
people just like ask like, so how do you get better at writing? And like, I don't know. I feel like with a drawing, you can at least like be like, you can like use these references. You just gotta
Mhm.
practice. But I'm like, how do you practice writing?
It's a bit more ephemeral, kind of nebulous, the directions you need to take to get better, just because like showing off a drawing only takes like 5 seconds for someone to look at and see and give feedback for. But for writing, it's like you got to invest so much time for beta readers and blah 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 blah. But I think all my practice, all the stuff that I've been teaching myself through lectures and writing craft books and stuff, it's definitely made me good at editing. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know if it's made me a good writer, but has made me pretty decent at editing, at least.
At least from what I've seen so far, what you've done with us, I'm pretty confident in thinking that you're confident in your ability to write and edit. So
I'm confident in your confidence in me.
okay, yeah, we can settle with that. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Jerry,
Yeah, I think that's it. I got all my feelings out
do you feel better?
about my feelings. Yeah, I do feel better.
You vented to the audience.
You know,
Yeah.
it makes me feel so guilty just like not updating, but sometimes there's just nothing to say besides it's not done yet.
Yeah, despite the fact that we haven't updated in over a year at this point, or a year, I don't remember
Yeah.
anymore. It's like it's easy for someone to think that we're not doing anything, but we're definitely always working in the background on something. If it's not the writing, we're trying to manage the art assets or trying to manage new merch, which there is going to be new merch. I don't know when.
True.
There,
I did some modeling.
Oh, that's right.
Ooh.
Jericho did model for a new merch.
model.
No idea when it's coming
Jericho
out.
plushie?
Sometimes
Ew.
that'd be cute.
Ew. Throw it in the trash can.
But also life stuff happens. Like I moved. I pushed to have more hours at work because I moved, and living is painfully expensive nowadays.
It sure is.
But we're still trying to make that work-life balance work. But I'm tired.
Life is tiring.
Life is tiring.
I say, man. But we're still working, man. We're pushing through it.
We're working hard and hardly working at the same time.
That's
not true.
I don't know if that's true. Well, I can't speak for Jericho. I see him on League of Legends frequently.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, the call out.
Cut that out. We don't need that in the video. I'm getting flashbacks when I can't even say that. I can't even say that.
That's all right. Sometimes I just lay in bed and scroll TikTok for an hour because I can't be bothered to do anything else in the moment.
I apologize to anyone who if I've ever played League of Legends with you. I'm sorry.
It's fine. But I think that's it. Again, thank you all for your patience. I know it's been a long time. We are very much aware how much time has passed. Also, thank you to like the China fan base for making RTF even bigger than it was when it started.
Yeah, I don't even know it's hard to wrap my head around there being a whole subsection of a fan base for a project I made that's overseas. It blows my mind. I saw some merch at is it Tie Tales of RTF, and I was like, that's so fucking cool.
Yeah, yeah. They're still making merch and on the Chinese merch, which is very nice.
With Studio Uwu.
Yeah, it's also
Studio Uwu.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
They've been pretty fucking. They're so nice. I appreciate what they do.
Yeah. Well, I think we're gonna call it a night.
Yeah. Well,
But I just woke up.
Still trying not to make promises, but we could probably do another one of these down the line this year. It's fun, just getting together, getting our feels out.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Well, I won't make promises, but I'll try.
I'll be there, Jericho. Don't worry.
Yay!
Yeah, if I'm not there, Zegusu will be there.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're gonna start doing
Orion
daily
will be
vlogs.
The what?
Yeah, daily vlogs.
We're gonna do
Expect daily vlogs from now
on
on.
April the
Every day, a
1st.
new vlog.
That's not happening ever. You can. I'm just gonna sign out right now.
Yay!
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
I have a job.
The daily vlog.
A daily
Video
vlog. Honestly, I'm down.
Yeah, I'm not. Dude, I'd rather fucking whatever.
What would you rather do
I'm
than
not-
hang out with your two good friends?
I'm not entertaining this idea. You could not force me to make a video once a month, 10 times a month.
We can barely make a video once a year.
The last one was October 2022.
2022nd?
Yeah,
Yeah, like 3 years ago.
it was not 3 years. It was like 2.5 years.
It's like 2.6,
No, it was like two years and like 4 months.
2.7 years.
It's whatever. All right, Jericho, start.
What?
Okay, we're ready? Are we all ready? Ready to go? Don't tell me you're getting cold feet. You wanted to make this video. You wanted to make
I'm
this
trying to
fucking
think, I don't
video.
know, like, the intro is the hardest part.
It is.
Ryan, you did it last time, right? Do this
It's
time.
okay.
Just
No,
repeat
no,
what
no,
you
no,
said
no,
in the
no.
last
I'm
video.
a big boy. I'm a big boy. I can do it.
Oh my god.
All right, Jericho.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today,
This is my channel, actually.
fuck.
It's fine.